9.5 years. That's how long Erling Haaland has committed to Manchester City. 9.5 years. By the time this contract ends, Haaland could have scored 400 goals, won countless trophies, and maybe even had a statue erected outside the Etihad Stadium. Because, let's face it, City fans probably already have the blueprints. So what makes this deal so outrageous, so historic, and yet somehow so very Manchester City? Let's dive in and explore the good, the bad, and the downright hilarious of this mega contract. 1. The contract, 9.5 years of pure commitment. Let's start with the numbers. Haaland's new contract keeps him at City until 2034. For context, that's longer than most marriages last. And with a weekly wage reportedly over £500,000, Haaland's not just breaking records on the pitch, he's setting new benchmarks for bank balances. And here's the kicker. No release clause until 2029. That means no Real Madrid, no Barcelona, no sneaky PSG bids for at least 6 years. Pep Guardiola probably sleeps with that clause framed above his bed. By 2034 we might have flying cars, robots running VAR, and maybe, just maybe, Tottenham winning a trophy. Will his jersey come with built-in orthopedic support by 2032? 2. Performance. Haaland the goal machine. Let's talk numbers. 111 goals in 126 games since joining City. That's more goals than some teams manage in an entire season. And those goals? They've powered City to 2 Premier League titles, an FA Cup, and a Champions League. The man isn't just a striker, he's a cheat code. But it's not just about the stats. Haaland has single-handedly given City fans a reason to believe their club can dominate for another decade. At this rate, the Etihad might need a separate trophy cabinet labeled Haaland Era. Haaland scores so often, it's like he has a direct debit set up for goals. By 2034, he might be the first player to hit 1,000 goals and still look like a Viking warrior. 3. Fan reactions. Love, envy, and meltdowns. Manchester City fans. City fans are over the moon. They're calling this the greatest day since sliced bread, or at least since Aguero's 93-20 moment. Social media's flooded with posts like, Haaland is in love with City, and he's one of us now. The real question is, will they start naming their kids Erling? Rival fans. Meanwhile, rival fans? Oh, they're fuming. United fans are tweeting things like, he picked the wrong side of Manchester. Arsenal fans are just rocking in a corner muttering, it's fine, we've got Nketiah. And Chelsea fans? They're probably trying to figure out why their 9-year contracts don't work as well. City fans are already planning the Haaland stand at the Etihad. United fans are pretending they didn't want him anyway, while Arsenal fans are Googling how to build a striker from scratch. 4. Pep Guardiola's dream and Real Madrid's nightmare. If there's anyone happier than Haaland, it's Pep Guardiola. He's already envisioning a decade of dominance, with Haaland smashing records and defenders' dreams alike. Meanwhile, over in Madrid, Florentino Perez is probably throwing darts at a picture of Haaland, wondering how he let this slip through his fingers. This contract isn't just a statement, it's a fortress. Madrid can keep dreaming of Haaland in white, but for now, the only white he'll see is the away kit when City plays Real in the Champions League. Pep might finally smile for more than 30 seconds at a press conference. Maybe Real Madrid should have sent Haaland more Instagram DMs instead of relying on the pull of the Bernabeu. 5. The impact on football transfers. This deal also sets a new standard for football. Long contracts are becoming the norm, but 9.5 years? That's a whole new level. Clubs are locking down their stars like it's an episode of Survivor. But what does this mean for the market? Will other clubs follow suit, or is this just another example of City flexing their financial muscles? Either way, agents everywhere are probably drooling over the idea of bigger, longer, and more lucrative contracts. It's like signing a 10-year contract with a telecom company, except you actually want this one. Chelsea might offer their next player a lifetime deal with a free house in London. 6. Is Haaland's commitment a win-win? For City, it's a no-brainer. They've secured the best striker in the world for nearly a decade. For Haaland? Well, he's swapped sunny Spain for rainy Manchester. But hey, at least the trophies are guaranteed. The real question is, can Haaland maintain this level of dominance for 9.5 years? Will the Premier League still fear him at 34, or will defenders finally figure him out? Spoiler, probably not. By 2034, he might be scoring goals with a walking stick. Let's hope he really loves drizzle and gray skies. Closing thoughts. Football's longest marriage? So there you have it. Erling Haaland, Manchester City, and the longest football marriage we've ever seen. Is this the smartest move in football history, or are we just witnessing another chapter in City's domination saga? Either way, the Premier League is officially on Haaland watch for the next decade. What do you think? Will Haaland become the greatest Premier League striker ever, or is this deal too good to be true? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more satirical takes on the wild world of football.